Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill your body.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Tosses it incomplete. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they
speeding down the left side. The 40, the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
A up the middle is stuck for no gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular. That's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep. They'll try to get it through the air. He makes the connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Off the RPO completely. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires deep for the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On third down, going up top. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Mertz. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Gators will punt it away on fourth down. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And the returner is stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline
this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for space. It's Durham. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edmonds-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
They've been running it, but down the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell, they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on.
Getting on to it. Up to the second-ranked team in the nation. Getting dominant all year long.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Snacks it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he means the change.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. They get down close to the goal line. You need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack ranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
He's up to 57 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
It's complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Virginia notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Charlottesville is worth its weight in gold to the Cavaliers. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Jay still can't put the ladder stuff back up.
Try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time.
Bang him up. Bang him up.
I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here comes the offense on second down.
I already emailed the people by sitting the right side, so you put that back up too.
Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback. Back at the 16.
That's what I try to avoid at work. It's my job.
Halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Oh, that's me. To the house. To the house.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's
Put us in the playoff. We ready to go. We primed and ready. Primed up and ready.
Between these two teams right now.
No doubt, when your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after.
Good first
And the
half.
extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Good first half.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some
Bang him
momentum
up.
into the break here.
Bang him up.
Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some
Kicking
plays,
everything moving.
put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A third and long coming up here. Back to
Good
pass,
thing.
it's Mertz. Got his man in the middle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution
Good
by this
time here.
defense.
Get your block.
He gets a block.
Come on. Come on. Ah.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice.
But he has this offense rolling for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on first down. It's Lacey. They make the stop.
Put it out of bounds.
Just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw.
Got him.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
They know what time it is. Go to sleep.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say
Go
top
to
10
sleep.
offense in scoring so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's going to bring it out.
Kicker getting down there making a tackle with no face mask.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
A dominant first half by the Go Tigers.
Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Here's the give off the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll do it himself. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Gators send out the punt unit. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
Get out of there.
Everything that play caller is dialing
I'll take
up.
that.
These guys
12-yard game,
offensively
13-yard game.
go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll give it to him again. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he
That's true why he said Oklahoma because he's from Texas.
He's up to 73 yards
Bunch
on
of
the
good dudes
ground,
that.
and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Red pass is complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy has exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get
This
the
might
completion.
dropping dimes
And
right
a big
there.
reason why this team has the lead in
Dropping
this game is because of
dimes.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Durham. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got
And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense...
It's that time of the game. AI gonna take over.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the
Blame it on the wet ball.
It didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The gift to the back. Fights off the defender. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center of the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by
Thank
the
you, baby.
defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mertz. And his throw is incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Oh, how you don't jump for that?
Through his fingers, incomplete down if he could have squeezed it.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you can conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Mertz. He's got his man, and he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
As That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt, offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. You can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do it.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, well, he is hard to bring down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Motion from the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one hot hole after another. They're trailing by 21 to Houston. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Mertz. Coming after. Oh, the ball is wiggled. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give is to Williams. They stripped it out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, trying to convert through the air. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a whole load of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Hands it off. Shows him the stiff arm. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he left him grabbing. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets him to the 48.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting 1st downs. They are so hard to defend.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.